Well, if you're hoping to get in on the federal government's energy retrofit program, you're out of luck. This weekend, Ottawa announced that it would stop accepting new applications for the program 2 months ahead of schedule, citing budgetary reasons. The plan had offered Canadians up to $5,000 to improve their home's energy efficiency. Critics in the home energy industry says the cancellation of the program is coming way too early. Clifford Maynes is among them. He's the executive director of Green Communities Canada. That's a nonprofit company that developed the first government retrofit incentive program back in 2000 and also delivers energy audits throughout Ontario. We have him on the line. Good morning.
Good morning, Jane.
So for people who aren't familiar with this program, how does it or how did it work?
Well, you got a professional energy audit that tells you the best ways that you can save energy and money. Then you get the work done. You get a post-retrofit incentive audit to check on it and find out how energy efficient your house is. And then you get a check from the government.
So what did you think when you heard that the government was ending this program 2 months early?
Well, I mean, we're distressed about the end of the program, period, because the government is essentially turning its back on $1 billion a year industry. I mean, at least that much in direct spending and more than that in lifetime energy bill savings. And it's being shut down with nothing to replace it. We think this is a shame. It's a win-win program, and we should be continuing.
Now, the feds say that they're ending this for budgetary reasons. It talks about prudent spending and balancing the budget. What do you make of that?
Well, first of all, there was a significant amount of money, $400 million, committed, and it's not all going to be spent. So why not spend the money that was already committed? But secondly, there are ways that we can continue to make home residential energy efficiency happen that won't require large amounts of taxpayer money. This is the sort of thing that's happening in the UK with its massive Green Deal program that help people self-finance their work. The problem here is in Canada, we've been kind of asleep at the switch, and so the federal government is shutting down this program without anything to replace it. So what we're recommending is that extend the incentives and work hard to make sure that we don't lose an industry, an important industry for Canada that's providing valuable savings and as well as environmental benefits.
Now, do you think it's a victim of its own success? Because the minister says that they've already reached the goal of helping 250,000 homeowners.
Well, we're really, if you look at the program in national terms, I mean, around 1 in 20 houses has been participating in the program, and certainly less than 5% of the efficiency gains have been achieved. So, I mean, it doesn't make sense to shut down a program that saves more than it costs. It saves people more than so it's making us richer and greener. So I don't think it's been a victim of its success. As I say, if the cost of the program is an issue, then we should be looking at ways to achieve the same goals that don't cost taxpayers.
Now, there are some who've complained that the energy audits, no offense, were too expensive and that it was a cumbersome kind of program where you had to get an energy audit first, then you had to make the repairs, then you had to have another energy audit, which was deducted basically from the money that you would be getting back.
Yes, and the cost of the energy audit was generally a relatively modest share of the cost of the retrofits and certainly of the savings. We've had experience with programs that didn't have professional independent energy audits. We had the CHIP program back in the 80s, and there were serious problems with first of all, not achieving deep energy savings. Energy auditors help to achieve much deeper energy savings. Secondly, with fraud, people blowing air into attics, that kind of thing. So it's a really important element, and I think if you look around the world at most serious energy efficiency programs, residential energy efficiency programs, have a professional independent energy auditing component.
Yeah. So those who've missed out on this federal program, is there anything provincially that they can tap into?
Well, I gather the provincial government is still subsidizing the energy audit, but the Ontario government got out of the energy retrofit incentive business a year ago. So really, we're concerned that both at the federal level and at the provincial level, again, that things are coming to an abrupt halt. The entire industry is being shut down essentially, with nothing really in place to to continue on, and that just seems to me to be a particular lack of foresight. Everybody knows that this is a beneficial program, so why don't we have a future rolling out for it?
Do you think this has anything to do with the unusually warm winter we've had?
No. But I think, though, that our residential energy efficiency programs over the years have been far too subject to the sort of vagaries of politics and popularity of the issue. And really what we need in this country and in this province is a stable, long-term strategy to continue building an industry, to continue building public awareness and buy-in, and to get the job done. Really what we want to do is to transform the entire housing stock, bring it out of the 20th century into the 21st century, make it climate-friendly, make it cost-effective. And that doesn't happen if all you have is short-term thinking and on-again, off-again programs.
Okay, Clifford, thanks for talking with us.
Thanks a lot.